For the last couple weeks, I've been doing this thing I call the WUSBUT. It stands for Where'd Shit Blow Up Today? But today, something very interesting happened. Nothing blew up. I'm sure the Saudis bombed something in Yemen and the Russians blew up some part of Syria and we exploded an unlucky building in Iraq or Afghanistan or something like that. And there's unrest in a few places, Haiti and Libya for sure, probably others. And I wouldn't be surprised if I missed something, right? I mean, maybe Boko Haram blew up a building in Cameroon or ISIS drove a truck bomb into some out of the way part of Iraq. But as far as I can tell, nothing blew up today. And in fact, some kidnapped Al Jazeera journalists in Yemen were released today, and the police at the Paris Disneyland foiled they found some guys with guns and captured them, and it would look stopped an attack probably. So all in all, it was a very peaceful day, and to be honest, I don't remember the last time that was true. So I should be happy, right? And I am in a very intellectual way. But like after the Paris attacks, there was this very visceral sense of, community and togetherness and solidarity that felt so much better, honestly, than I feel today. Even when there's some smaller attack and the world doesn't all come together and all that. It's just, a news story. There's this exciting sense of oh, what's happening, or just importance, or even a little jolt of compassion inspired dopamine that always feels good. The older I get, the more I see life's biggest enemy not as death, but as boredom. This week Obama ended solitary confinement for juveniles in federal prisons, and he did it because pretty much everyone agrees that solitary confinement is this really terrible type of torture. Then there's the Black Mirror Christmas special, same kind of theme. It's about how terrible nothingness can be. I read this thread on Reddit yesterday about the ruts that childless couples can get into and how just miserably boring life can get in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, and it honestly kind of made me seriously consider having kids, which is not a thing I've done before. Then there's that idea from the Matrix, or the Bible if that's more your speed, that God made paradise for us first, but we didn't like it, so we got all this mess instead. I guess what I'm kind of trying to say is anything that evolves, which is to say pretty much everything, it only grows when something dies, right? Death is sad, absolutely. I'm not trying to cheapen that or take away from the sadness, but sadness isn't necessarily bad. It's just, the colder underside of life's pillow. The point of life, I think everyone kind of agrees on this, is not just to maximize happiness and pleasure. There's got to be something more to it than that, right? Some kind of purpose or greater struggle or beautiful sadness. So I guess here's my question. Is today a good day because nothing blew up, or a bad day because nothing happened? So let me know what you think. I'm going to take the weekend, and then I'll be back to you guys on Monday, and we can talk about all of the chaos that ensues, and we will long for the naive days of today when things were so simple and boring. All right, have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.